We are at the Mabee Center in Tulsa, Oklahoma. This is SingFest 2010, and sitting next to me is one of our favorite people in Southern gospel music. This is Aaron Wilburn, and Aaron, welcome to Gospel Music Today.
It's great to be here. Thanks.
Now, let's go back a little bit in your career, and how did you get involved in Southern gospel music?
Well, I started writing I wrote my first song when I was 11 years old. The first song that I had recorded when I was 15. The Seago Brothers and Naomi recorded it. And then Rusty Goodman heard some of my songs, and to cut through the chase, as we say, Rusty and the Goodmans invited me to go on the road with them. So that happened when I was 21 years old, and it was amazing to be on the road with them. They'd been my heroes for years. You know, I just loved the Happy Goodman family, and so to be with them, to travel with them, and then I ended up writing some of their songs. What a Beautiful Day for the Lord to Come Again, Just Any Day Now, and several others, and so that's how I got started.
It's a pretty good beginning.
It's a great beginning for me.
Now, when we see Aaron Wilburn in concert, we've got comedy, we've got music, and how does the comedy develop? Does that work its way to you on the stage? Do you write it? Do you plan it beforehand?
Most of the time, I go out with a skeleton idea. And I'm thinking, you know, here's something I can use, and this, and then a lot of times I'll use probably only 20% of what I've made notes on, and then it just starts happening with the audience, and people will start responding, reacting, and it will remind me of something else, or I develop a lot of comedy on stage. In fact, last night here at the Mabee Center, 80% of what I did on stage was off the cuff, and which is a lot of fun for me because, well, it's fun if they laugh, you know. But then you start throwing stuff out there, and you're thinking, I don't know if this is going to work or not. It's a lot of fun because it kind of keeps me entertained, as well as giving me new material too.
Well, it's even the routines that we recognize, that we love, that we wait for you to do, always seem fresh when you do them.
Well, thank you. And I believe a lot of that has to do with the fact that I try to inject new little ideas, or maybe another inflection, just a different way of delivery. And like I say, that kind of keeps me, it kind of keeps me fresh. And I appreciate that.
Now, we of course enjoy the comedy. We enjoy your singing on stage, and we recognize, I have to tell you, one of my all-time favorite songs, 4 Days Late. And I don't know if everybody knows that that's an Aaron Wilburn song. That is a great one.
Thank you. That song probably it's. I don't know how to explain it, but when somebody else sings the song, it's almost like I remove myself from that song as a writer, because it blesses me so much, and it touches me to listen to that, and because every time I hear it, I think, wow, what an incredible thought. And I don't mean that egotistically, but it was like when I wrote it, I looked at what I had written, I thought, wow. Because I don't have that kind of ability. I don't have that kind of thought process in my own thinking. And so to know that God gives it to me and allows me to deliver it, it's an incredible thing. And therefore, it's more like God gave it, I was a part of it, and so it blesses me.
What's out there for Aaron Wilburn recordings now?
Well, I'm finishing a new little project a new comedy project. And then I'm also working on a collection of the older songs I've written, along with some newer ones. And I'm going to develop the new serious project. I haven't done that in several years. And then, of course, one of the fun things that I'm doing now for me is a little song I wrote about my grandkids. It's called "Oh Blessed Taillights," and of course, every grandparent knows how that is. And it says, it talks about "Oh blessed headlights that bring them to me," and "Oh blessed taillights that take them away." And so I just write from life and the things that make me smile, the things that make me laugh, the things that make me sad or inspire me. I try to take those things and put it in a form that it will touch other people's lives. And I want to continue doing that.
Now, you've been traveling a lot, entertaining and visiting the military personnel.
I went to Germany for a week and a half, and that was incredible. I did 5 concerts in Germany, and then the last night, or the last evening actually, was at Landstuhl at Wounded Warriors Hospital. And my wife and I visited the soldiers and several of the soldiers in the hospital. And then I did a concert for those who could attend. And it was incredible to see these men and women who had sacrificed so much for freedom, not only our freedom, but freedom around the world, and to see them laughing. And it was probably one of the most emotional times that I've ever spent on stage. And a time when as I was telling my jokes, I was struggling to keep from crying as I looked out at the sacrifices they had made, arms and legs missing and eyes, and a lot of pain, but a lot of laughter in that room.
That's great to hear, not only for the benefit of the troops and for what you did for them, but it must have been a unique experience for you to walk in front of an audience that didn't already know Aaron Wilburn.
It's very challenging because you wonder, am I going to connect? The gospel audience, for the most part, I know them, they know me, or at least I know where they're coming from. And so I can kind of go where they are and with these guys and ladies, it's like, okay, let's hope this works,
Well, I guess it worked great. Aaron Wilburn, thank you very much for talking to us on Gospel Music Today.
It's a pleasure to be here, and thank you all for what you're doing.
There's more coming up on Gospel Music Today.